They beat Ryan Newman by just 1 point. JR, it was that close.
Ryan Newman's season was a hot topic for debate among NASCAR fans. Some thought there was no way a driver with no wins should be in the championship four. But once again, Newman and his 31 team proved they were worthy competitors. Newman came in as the underdog and had the most work to do starting from the 21st spot. But he was strong early, making his way through the field very quickly, perhaps his strongest drive of the year. He would eventually pass Joey Logano to move into the top 5. The critical pit stops with 20 to go. Newman and crew chief Luke Lambert opted for 2 tires, which kept Newman towards the front. It may have worked if not for the cautions. Harvick would eventually take the lead. Newman couldn't close the gap and finished second behind the champion.
I drove my heart out. There's no doubt about that. The guys did an awesome job all year long. Fought back hard, one spot short, and probably one caution too many for us, but and that's the way it happens. That's part of racing. You can't predict everything. Kevin and those guys did a good job putting themselves in position. They had the better tires at the end, and it paid off for them, but it may not that caution not come out. I knew that we were in a good spot regardless, just having a clean air, because the track cooled off enough and tires were refiring pretty good, but it was close. We both spun our tires a little bit. I got down into turn 1, and he carried it in a little farther than I thought he was going to, and I backed out, and that was it. I mean, he had the air, he had the position, he had everything, and we just didn't have enough to get back up to him there that last lap with 2 tires versus 4.
So Larry joins us once again. And Larry, when you look at Ryan Newman, once again, it seemed like he proved that that team belonged in this championship hunt.
No question. Even though they didn't win a race, they are peaking at the right time. And that's Ryan Newman's best finish since winning the Brickyard 400 last year. And that's Richard Childress Racing's best finish in 2014 with all 3 drivers. But when you look at Ryan Newman's season, he only has 5 top 5 finishes total. But the key is 3 of them has been in the last 5 races. He had a good race car last night, but I promise you, I watched him drive that car, and that was a man on a mission. He had both hands and feet up on that wheel, doing everything he could to win that race, which he knew would win him this championship.
Now, certainly this group has a lot to build on, especially with the relationship after 1 year with Luke Lambert and Ryan Newman.
Yeah, and Danielle Trotta did an interview with Richard Childress for race day, and Richard Childress even felt like this would not be a championship run for Richard Childress Racing, that it would be a building year. But when you look at the fact, a lot like Rodney Childress and Kevin Harvick, this is the first year together for Luke Lambert and Ryan Newman. No question, going through a building year, finishing second in the points, that's the best Ryan has ever finished. The best he's ever finished in the points, JR, is 6 3 times. No question, let this group be together for another year. I think they can be a force to reckon with in 2015.
Do you think this is Ryan's best season as a driver?
Well, not making it to victory lane. He won 8 races in 2003, but I think as far as consistency and being a true championship contender, the best by far he's finished in the points, I think definitely it's right up there with those 8 wins in 2003.
And once again, Larry, a lot to build on for that group. This week, Fox NFL